What's going on YouTube? Kamikazevondoom here with another Division 2 video, and I'm just checking in on you. How you doing? What's going on? And happy 4th of July. But it is Tuesday, so this is going to be your weekly vendor reset and must-buys. And yeah, I hope you enjoy. So sit back, relax, grab that popcorn. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know what you think in the comment section below. But we're going to start off here at the base of ops in Washington, D.C., and then we will finish up in New York City. So I hope you enjoy. Here we go. Now, starting with the base of ops vendor, we have the Percussive Maintenance. This is the named Alp Summit backpack with perfect tech support, and this one comes with skill damage and crit hit damage. Not bad attributes for, like, say, a skill damage crit hybrid that you could use with, like, say, the capacitor, and that perfect tech support is really nice with that 27 seconds having that extra damage. Really nice. Looking at the weapons, we have a converted SMG with reload speed and strained, followed by a CTAR with damage targets out of cover, nice, and spike. And then finally a M1911 with crit hit damage and strained. Strained twice, okay. For the gear items, we have a Douglas and Harding backpack with unstoppable force, repair skills, and crit chance. And then a Alp Summit chest piece with repair skills, skill haste, and entrenched. This is a really good chest piece. Yeah, this is a really good chest piece at the base of ops. If you are trying to do any sort of healer build of any kind, this is a great one to use. You get the repair skills from the brand set bonus. You get the repair skills from the attribute with the skill haste, and then you can just recalibrate whatever talent you want on this build. You could do, you know, Unbreakable just so you don't die. You could do Empathic Resolve, right? You could do, there's a few healer ones you could do out there. But not bad. Check it out right here at the base of ops, Alp Summit chest piece. And looking at the mods, we have crit damage 10.1, drone deflect duration 6.3, turret plus 1 extra mortar, and sticky bomb duration of 6.3. Now, must-buys, things to look for from the base of ops. The CTAR isn't bad. The attributes are okay, but you could recalibrate that talent off for whatever talent you want, and this is a pretty good CTAR to start off with. You would have to optimize those attributes, but it is worth it. This is a great assault rifle, especially if you like, say, the FAMAS. This is a great substitute. And then the Alp Summit chest piece, great for those healer builds. All right, now let's run over to our countdown and clan vendors. Now, both of these vendors are in Washington, D.C. and New York City, so I'll knock them out here. That way I don't have to go over them once we get to the Haven. All right, here we go. Countdown vendor. And starting off with the Mechanical Animal. This is the named assault rifle with future perfection, and it comes with max armor damage. Really nice. Pick this one up if you like using this with your skill builds. All you have to do is recalibrate the assault rifle damage to max, and then just optimize that health damage to max. Next up, we have the Punch Drunk. This is the named Douglas and Harding mask with 20% headshot damage, and then this one also comes with explosive resistance. And then finally, the Night Watcher. This is the named Heligard mask with 100% scanner pulse haste, and it comes with skill damage. Now, hold on, I didn't do must-buys. So must-buys, things to look at from the countdown vendor. I would probably say the Punch Drunk is a good one. The weapon damage is very high, and then all you have to do is recalibrate the explosive resistance off for whatever it is you want. This is a great mask to use, especially for those headshot builds. The Mechanical Animal is not bad. This is a good one to pick up. Just max out that AR, and you are good to go. I'm not a big fan of the Night Watcher, so I would probably say stay away. And finally, our clan vendor. Now remember the DoD Disciples of Doom. We are on all platforms, so if you want to join on Xbox, just add me and send me a message. I'll put you on the list. And if you are on PlayStation or PC, just hit me up in Discord. All right, here we go. Clan vendor. Starting off with the White Death. This is the named marksman rifle with that headshot damage buff, and it comes with sadist and magazine size. For the gear set items, we have aces and eights knee pads with weapon handling, hot shot holster with headshot damage, and a Umbra holster with crit chance. Looking at the high-end items, we have a hunting M44 with sadist and crit chance, a black market AKM with magazine size and sledgehammer, and then a police MK17 with future perfect and crit chance. The last weapon is paratrooper SVD with swap speed and spike. Now looking at the high-end items, we have a Umbra holster with crit chance and skill haste. This is actually a pretty good holster. You could do this in a few different ways, actually. You could recalibrate the skill haste off for crit damage and then go double crit with the Empress and then put that with a test subject or a capacitor. You could recalibrate the crit chance off for skill damage. And then you could do, just a normal skill build. There's a few ways you could roll this bad boy, but not bad. Clan vendor. And then we have a Uzina chest piece with protected reload, explosive resistance, and repair skills. And then a Richter and Kaiser backpack with opportunistic skill damage and armor regen. Looking at the mods, we have skill damage 10.6, ensnare resistance 8.9, crit chance 5%, and pulse skill haste of 5.1. Now, must buys things to look for from the clan vendor. The Empress holster is a good one to look at. But really, that's about it. All right. And that's it for your clan vendor. Now we're going to start traveling to the west, and then we will double back east. Our first stop is going to be the campus settlement. And if you haven't already, hit that thumbs up. Support the channel by subscribing. And let me know what you think in the comments. What items are you going to pick up this week? Did I pass over a must-buy in your opinion? Let's discuss. Dude, this weather looks amazing. I love it. All right, here we go. Campus settlements. Boom. And starting with the Relic. This is the named marksman rifle with perfect determined, and it comes with swap speed. Then we have a hunting M44 with crit hit damage and close and personal. And then a Big Show. This is the new named LMG with perfect thunderstrike. And then it comes with swap speed. Looking at the gear items, we have a Habsburg Guard mask with explosive resistance and health. And then a Wyvern holster with skill damage and headshot damage. Looking at the mods, we have skill haste 10.2. Chem Launcher +1 ammo, Hive +4 Stinger, Pulse Cone Size 6.4, and Trap Duration of 4.2. Now, must-buys, things to look for from the campus settlements. The Wyvern holster is actually a pretty good one. All you have to do is recalibrate that headshot damage off for skill haste or, whatever else you want. But this is a good one to use for your skill builds. As far as these mods, the Chem Launcher +1 ammo is actually a really good mod to have on your character at all times. And the +4 Stinger charges as well is a great mod to have in your inventory. If you do not have these two mods, I would highly recommend picking them up. Alright, so that is the campus settlement. So now let's start traveling to the Dark Zones. And starting with Dark Zone West. West! Let's go! Now remember, all of these Dark Zone vendors will only accept DZ resources as currency. So go to your inventory, travel over to your resources tab, and just above the keys, you will see DZ resources. Now I have 383 out of 999, so if I need to get more DZ resources, I have to actually go into the Dark Zone and pick them up either out of the little blue boxes, or I have to deconstruct contaminated gear and then extract the DZ resources that way. But alright, that little disclaimer out of the way, here we go, DZ West, and boom. Starting with the backup Boomstick. I actually have this on my build right now. Now this one comes with 17% shotgun damage, armor damage, and then headshot with close and personal. Damn, this is a good one. Look, it's just like the one I have. All I would do is recalibrate that headshot off for damage to targets out of cover, and you are good to go. This is the perfect sidearm. I'm telling you, it's all about the spread, man, the spread. This is a great shotgun to have. Next up, we have the double barrel shotgun with max magazine size and fast hands, and then a M1A CQB with damage targets out of cover and fast hands. Looking at the gear items, we have hotshot gloves with repair skills, rigger knee pads with armor regen, Grupo gloves with status effects and hazard protection, and then China Light knee pads with crit hit damage and skill damage. Looking at the mods, we have Ensnare Resistance 8.2, Seeker Mind Skill Haste 4.9, Shield Active Regen 4.1, Firefly Skill Haste 6.1, and Decoy Duration of 6.0. Now, must-buys, things to look for from DZ West, it would be the backup Boomstick, and maybe the China Light knee pads if you need them. But this one, just recalibrate the crit hit damage off for skill haste, and you're good to go. All right. And that is it for Dark Zone West. Let's go down south to DZ South. Here we go. Boom shakalaka. Boom shakalaka. All right, come on. He's on fire. All right, DZ South, big money, big money, big money, no whammies.
Looking to make a deal?
Starting with the swap chain. This is the named MP7 with perfect unwavering, and it comes with health damage. Then we have a tactical vector SBR 9mm with magazine size and fast hands, followed by a FAMAS 2010 with, ooh, snap. Yo, this is a really good FAMAS. Okay. Dark Zone South. Pick up this FAMAS right now. It has really high AR damage with damage targets out of cover, and all you have to do is recalibrate the talent off for whatever talent you want. Pick it up right now. This is a great weapon to have. And then we have a snub-nosed Diceros with armor damage and steady-handed. Looking at the gear items, Eclipse backpack, ooh, with hazard protection. I'll pick that sucker up. Tip of the spear chest piece with hazard as well. Walker Harris backpack with skill haste status effects and versatile. And then a Sokolov chest piece with health, hazard, and spotter. Looking at the mods, we have crit chance 4.5, drone damage reduction 4.8, turret duration 5.8, and sticky bomb duration of 6.5. Now, must-buys, things to look for from DZ South, the FAMAS 2010, the Eclipse Protocol backpack with hazard, and, I mean, even the Sokolov with spotter and hazard, that's a good one, too. Ugh. All you have to do is recalibrate the health off for, like, say, crit chance, crit damage, and then just optimize the other attributes. But, all right, that was DZ South. Let's make our way to the Castle Settlement, and then we will finish up the Dark Zones with DZ East. Alright, here we go. Castle Settlement. Now, you do have to run all the way down here to get to the vendor. Now, don't forget about the new doggy, Ransom. Come over here and pet the dog, Ransom. Hey, puppy! This is the new dog that was just introduced into the game. Very cute. Ransom. I like how they did the little paw print with the O. Alright. Not bad. The music is popping over here. Alright. And let's go to the Castle Settlement. Yeah, it's like they increased the music here by like 4 times. Alright. Castle Settlement, the Quiet Roar. This is the named LMG with perfect overwhelm, and it comes with magazine size. Then we have a M700 Carbon with armor damage and Optimist, and then a military M60 with swap speed and eyeless. Looking at the gear items, we have a Fenris mask with crit hit damage and status effects, and then a Douglas and Harding holster with hazard and health. Looking at the mods, we have repair skill 16.2, chem launcher heals 5.7, hive range 4.0, pulse skill haste 4.9, and trap duration of 4.2. Now, must buys things to look for from the from the castle settlement. Sorry. I mean, you could pick up this Fenris mask and then just recalibrate the status effects off for crit chance. And then this could be a double crit Fenris mask that would be perfect for a DPS or tank DPS build. You would just have to optimize the weapon damage and crit hit damage. But that's it for the castle. Now let's finish up with Dark Zone East. And then we have the theater before heading over to the Haven settlement.
Hostiles.
All right, here we go. DZ East. Oh, it didn't give me a double loading screen. Nice. That was super quick. All right, here we go. DZ East. Starting with the claws out. This is the named Wyvern holster, and it comes with melee damage, pistol damage, and status effects. Not bad. Not bad at all. Actually, I want to put that on. Not bad. Next, we have a custom M44 with damage targets at a cover and determined. Dang, that's a nice one. And then a military M60 with flatline and crit hit damage. Looking at the gear items, we have a hardwired mask with skill damage, hotshot holster with health, Golan mask with hazard and skill haste, and then Uzina holster with weapon handling and crit hit damage. Looking at the mods, we have repair skills 16.6, chem launcher and snare duration 7.8, hive +4 stem charges, pulse cone size 6.5, and trap duration of 5.9. Now, must buys, things to look for from DZ East. I would say the claws out would be perfect. Remember, the 2-piece of Wyvern gives you status effects. And actually, that custom M44 is nice with determined and damage targets at a cover. All you would have to do, in my opinion, would just be recalibrate the marksman rifle to max and then optimize the headshot and damage targets at a cover. But using this with determined would be really fun, I'm telling you. But yeah, that's it. Actually, another little nod here is with the Uzina holster. You could just recalibrate the weapon handling off for crit chance and then do double crit and then utilize that total armor and do like a tank DPS build. That would be cool.
Detected.
All right, that is it for your Dark Zone vendors. And our last stop in Washington, D.C. is the theater. The theater. All right, here we go. Come on, dude. Big money, big money, big money.
Always nice to see an agent around.
Okay, starting with the Tsunami. This is the named shotgun with perfect pummel. Comes with magazine size and max shotgun damage. What I would do here is pick this one up and recalibrate the magazine size off for damage targets at a cover, and you are good to go. Then we have a ACS-12 with headshot and flatline. Ooh, flatline. What I would do with this one is pick this one up, recalibrate the headshot off for damage targets at a cover, and you are good to go. Remember, the ACS-12 has the long underbarrel rail attachment for the weapon, so you could use the link to laser pointer with flatline and amplify your damage. This is perfect for Heartbreaker builds, Striker builds, and anything you want to use with that ACS-12, maybe even Spotter. Then we have a Urban MDR with damage targets at a cover and bread basket. Looking at the gear items, we have Petrov gloves with crit hit damage and skill damage, and then Walker Harris knee pads with crit hit and hazard protection. Looking at the mods, We have pulse resistance 8.3, seeker mine damage 4.3, shield deflector damage 4.2, firefly damage 6.0, and decoy health of 6.0. Now, must buys things to look for from the theater: the ACS 12, the tsunami, and that's about it.
Hostile supply convoy.
All right, so that is it for Washington, D.C. Now let's finish up at the Haven Settlement. We only have 2 more vendors. We have Marco at the top of the stairs, the escalator, and then we have Roy Benitez just outside. Now, if you haven't already, hit that thumbs up. What are you waiting on? Come on, support the channel by subscribing. And here we go. What up, Marco?
Hey,
Starting with the MP7, we have Max Headshot with Outsider. Then we have a Stoner LAMG with Overwhelm and Swap Speed, a ACR with Crit Chance and Spike, and then a Magnum with Sledgehammer and Crit Chance. Looking at the gear items, we have a Badger Tough Backpack with Creeping Death, Weapon Handling, and Skill Damage, Providence Gloves with Health and Crit Chance, and then a Letrique Holster with Hazard and Health. Looking at the mods, we have Disrupt Resistance 8.2, Ensnare Resistance 8.6, Seeker Mine Damage 4.1, Pulse Health 14.3, and Trap Shock Radius of 5.9. Now, must buys things to look for from Marco. I would actually... The Providence Gloves are not bad. Just recalibrate the health off for crit hit damage or headshot damage, and then you could roll around with this with either crit, headshot, or double crit. All right, and that leads us to our last vendor of the video, Roy Benitez. But first, make sure you pet the dog, okay? Interact with the dog. Hey, buddy, how you doing? Make sure he's wagging his tail, food in the bowl, water, the whole 9. How you doing, buddy? Now remember, there are multiple interactions and animations with this dog, so make sure you interact twice because the next one is random. Here we go. Oh, he's rolling. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, he's rolling. That was cute. All right, Roy Benitez, here we go.
What can I do for you?
Starting with the converted SMG-9, Rate of Fire, and Future Perfect. Then we have a military MK46 with Crit Chance and Spike, a Spaz 12 with Health Damage and Killer, and then a Card 45 with Reformation and Damage Targets at a cover. Looking at the gear items, we have Richter and Kaiser Backpack with Tech Support, Skill Damage, and Crit Hit Damage. Golden Gear Knee Pads with Max Headshot and Status Effects. Ooh, that could be dirty. And then a Douglas & Harding holster with headshot and crit hit damage. Looking at the mods, we have crit hit damage 10.2, repair skills 15.8, Seeker Mine healing 6.0, Chem Launcher +1 ammo, and trap duration of 4.3. Now, must buys things to look for from Roy Benitez. I would probably say the Golden Gear knee pads. Just max out the armor and use this on a status effects build with headshot. That could be dirty. All right.
We could help each other out.
And that's it for your weekly vendor reset and must buys. I am Kamikazevondoom. If you found this video helpful or informative in any way, shape, or form, please hit that thumbs up. Yeah, and have a great 4th of July. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day. Peace out. Y'all.